Hello Flosstube, this is Cynthia. My Flosstube channel is the Intuitive Stitcher, and today is Sunday, June the 5th, and if you are returning, thank you and welcome back. If you are new to my channel, I welcome you, and I do hope that you enjoy my channel. This is my 5th Flosstube, so still brand new. Now, the first thing I wanted to talk to you about, and I thought about this when it happened, I always try to use my intuition, maybe 98% of the time. Well, this week I was driving and I was on a highway and I got behind a flatbed truck carrying some type of metal, it was like metal iron or something, and there were like leaves and grasses flying off of this truck that I was behind. And I thought, you know, I should get off at my first exit instead of my second exit, because I don't know what else is going to fly off of this truck. Well, I did not listen to my intuition, and I thought, oh, it's just a, you know, not far to the second exit. So something like pieces of dirt, tiny pebbles started coming off of this flatbed, and a little stone hit my windshield. And I thought, see, you gotta tell your Flosstubers about this because it's intuition. You knew you should have gotten off at the first exit. That's what your intuition said, and I didn't. So as soon as I got home, I checked my windshield and it was fine. I don't even think it's a scratch, but it was a reminder to me, practice what you preach. Listen to your intuition. So I wanted to share that with you. It wasn't as bad as probably what it could have been, but I'll remember that from now on. I always try to remember from now on, and sometimes I'm just in a hurry or doing my own thing and not paying attention. So anyway, I did want to share that with you. If you have any stories about intuition where you should have listened to your intuition, put it in the comments. I'd love to read your stories about intuition and using it or not using it, should have used it, and write about it. Like I said, I'd love to hear about your stories that you have. So another thing I wanted to talk about was Once Upon a Stitch, Lori's recent Flosstube. She mentioned, and I wrote it down what she said, and I want to share it with you. She said, if you were to pick something you really like stitching and would stitch it again, what project would it be? Well, I did stitch 2 projects of the same thing, because the one that I stitched for myself, somebody else said, oh, that's pretty, is that for me? And I said, no, it's mine. Well, I happen to have a second piece of fabric, and because I always buy more than what I need, so I made her the same thing that I had, and I still have material for a third one. It was fun to do. It's called Midnight's Crow by Crab Apple Hill. This is a photo. And this is the piece. Now, I just messed it up, so I'm sorry. I'll do the best I can. That's the top. I found the branches. This was done a few years ago. I found these branches at Michael's. It was Halloween time, and I thought, oh, that's perfect. Now, this is just ribbon that's in a bow. But this is the top of it, and here we go. These are buttons. The fabric I got at this here, it's like has a metallic look to it, was from Joann Fabrics. I picked that because I liked it. Kind of looked like nighttime, or like this was the moon or something. This is felt. Those are the leaves. I cut all of those out, and it's all included in the it was a kit. Well, directions. It wasn't included. It's part of the directions. You have to get the felt and all of that. So those are black felt. The bird is, let me come in closer, because that's almost like, that's all back stitch. And the words. It says, witch's broom and pointed hat, midnight's crow and hissing cat. Cast this spell and you shall see the spookiest night on Hallows Eve. So I did this. This is all felt, the black, and then this is also, I forget what kind of stitch they call it. That's all stitched. And then the top, this is ribbon that I got. This is the back. I stitched around there, and you can't see my stitches, I don't think, but the back is, it's felt, so everything sticks to it. So that's a piece that, yes, Lori, if you're watching, this is a piece I would do again because it was fun. I really enjoyed it. And this is muslin. So a friend of mine had a light box. So the pattern I put under the light box and the muslin on top, and then I traced it. So I do like that. And I always will like that. The next thing I have to show you, I was just wondering if you can see the words or if it's backward. So I'm going to do this whole thing, and if it's wrong, I'll redo it. So let's hope it's right, because I know sometimes the words are something is reversed, and it should be okay. So what I want to show you next is WIPGO. Jessie Marie Does Stuff pulled 2 new numbers. She pulled number 16, which for me is called The Moon is Full. It's by Erica Michaels. And that is this one. I'm doing this. I'm not doing this one. I'm doing this. So I just started that. I had my fabric. I got my fabric from Needleworker's Delight. It's Zweigert 8, a 14 count. It's silver white. I just started it, so I don't know if you can see the shiny silver. This is my needle minder. So I just, seriously, I just started it. And that is the E. Beware comes up like this. That's the E. But I like this fabric because of the sparkly. Can you put something behind it? Maybe you can see the sparkly now. Yeah. So that'll be pretty. I don't know when I'm going to finish it, but I want to start it. Maybe it'll be finished for Halloween this year. We'll see. But I like that. I like Halloween things. And then the other number that she called was number 9. For me, number 9 is something that I started quite a while ago. Quite a while could be a year or two for me. So it's called Green Christmas by Imaginating, and the designer is Ursula Michael. It's called Green Christmas, and on it it says Merry Christmas. So this is where I am. So I'm working on the R. I need to do the C. I've decided to do it all on green. The green that I'm using is DMC 3818. And I'm gonna do all of it in green. I don't think I'm gonna do any of it darker, like a darker green, and then have it framed. But I don't know. I'm kind of thinking maybe a pillow, because I haven't done that in a long time, and I'm not sure what count this is because I got this a long time ago. They're saying 14 white Aida. I'm positive it's 14 white Aida. I don't go off the beaten path. So that is that second WIPGO. And then I want to show you some things that I did work on since we last saw each other. This is the Happy 4th of July by Marina from the UK. I'd shown that to you before. And I got pretty far. This is fun to do too. This is it. And I'm going to take it out of this, because I did get far on it, so I'm happy about that. Let me get something to put behind this. I'm sorry. I always think I'm more prepared than what I am. So that's that. So the last time I was with you, I was finishing the flag. I had started the H, so I did Happy 4th of, and then I started a J for July. I did a little bit more of the border, so that will be finished for the 4th of July. So I'm happy, very happy about my progress with this one. So, and then I was looking through Stash, and I have something else also for patriotic. So I'll probably get that out and show you next time. So I was looking for something else, and I found that, and I thought, oh, I've got another patriotic piece that I can do. So that is Happy 4th of July. I did a little bit of work on gathering berries, not a lot, because I did a lot on the Happy 4th of July. This is the Gathering Berries Luminous Fiber Arts by Misty Purcell. And like I said, I only did a little bit. I started the bottom, which is going to be one of the birds. And let me tell you something. My EGA group, we went to a craft fair, a nice craft fair. I'll show you what I bought. A lot of jewelry that women make. Some make them out of glass. There were note cards that artists designed and to sell. Really pretty things. So my EGA group had a table where we were stitching. We call it stitching in public, and people would come by and we'd explain what we do, and I took this with me. Well, it got a little windy. It was a perfect day. We had a tent, but it did get windy, and when it got windy, you know, the leaves would come down and blow, and so there's a spot on here right below my needle minder, a black spot. So one of the ladies that I was sitting with said, "Oh, I have something you can take that out with." And I said, "No, I'm not going to fuss with it here. I'm hoping that the thread will cover that spot. And if it doesn't, then I'll figure out what to do with it. Maybe just wash it really carefully." So that is gathering berries. Like I said, I put it away. I said, no. I said, this was too expensive to have this, have spots on it. So then I got something else out that was from, my Ada was from Stash, and the pattern was very reasonable. So I got that out and stitched on that. So the other thing I have is Floral Greetings. And I didn't get the magazine out that it's in. It's in the World of Cross Stitching summer stitching issue. So I started the yellow. Down here, these are tulips. I did want to do back stitching, but I didn't get it done. So as you can see here, the next flower is yellow, and it's the smallest, the lowest of the flowers. So it's not high up like the others. There. So I didn't do a lot on that one. I did get more of the green stems done. I know that I did more of the green stems. So that is that one. I went to Joann Fabrics because I wanted floss for the moon is full. And I have one floss that is missing. And I put all my floss, it's only 4 or 5 different colors of floss, and I put them on floss drops, and I thought, where's my other floss? And the woman at the counter was having a difficult time because she said they just got new cash registers, and she was having a real hard time working it and then using my coupons. She wanted to use all of the coupons that I had because I bought Ada, Charles Craft Ada, and the floss for the moon piece. And so I called them and I asked her to look. I said, can you look at the counter or on the floor to see if I paid for the floss and it dropped? So they looked, and she said that there was nothing up front. So she said, come in and we'll give you what you're missing. And I said, don't worry about it. I said, because I didn't have a receipt, because now, you know, when you go to the cash register, they say on the screen is no receipt, email receipt, print receipt. And I don't know what I pressed, or I don't know if she pressed something because it was a new system that they were using, but I didn't have a receipt. So it's one skein of floss, and I'm not concerned about it. And I said to her, it could have even been left in the basket that I carried around. So I told her not to worry about it, but I'll get it. But another thing that I bought was, this is leading into a story about another piece that I'm working on. I needed fabric for another piece that I'm doing. So I got this Charles Craft Antique White 18 count for a piece that I'm doing called Elizabeth Bennet of Jane Austen. It's a freebie, and I might have shown this to you before, but I'm going to start this. Now, I had done another piece like this, and I got it out. My daughter has it at her house in South Carolina. So I got out the picture. It's similar. It's all black thread. That's called Evening Prayers. Needlework by the Posey collection. So this is similar. So, and I wanted to start it because, all right, I made a mistake when I was looking at the WIPGO numbers. I thought this was one of the numbers, and it wasn't. So I went and I got my Ada, which is I want antique white. I don't want white. And then I thought, well, I'm getting my floss for this. The moon is full. And when I got back home, I looked again and I said to myself, oh, I didn't need anything for this piece, Elizabeth Bennet, because Jessie Marie didn't call the number. So, but I'm still going to work on it, or start it, because that's going to be pretty when it's finished. Okay, so that was what I bought at the store. Julian Fabrics was floss and the Ada. The magazine, The World of Cross Stitching. I am getting that magazine now. I thought I'd try it because I had not ever gotten it before. And I thought I'd try it. And so I did subscribe. And many times it comes with something like a small pattern that you can stitch. And this time I really like this little freebie that they gave. It's to hold your floss. So I like that. I will use that. I really like that. So I was happy about the free gift this time around. Now, finishes. I have one finish. And I had shared this with you as I was doing it. It's on a waste canvas, and this is for the children's home in my area. This is going to go on the end of a pillowcase. So I did finish the fish. This was a free chart. I Googled children's patterns because when the children come to the home, they get a pillowcase for their pillow, and they get to keep this forever. So this was a free pattern. I just Googled, and came up with many and chose this. So this has to be done for tomorrow, because tomorrow I have Embroidery Guild, and it goes to the woman who is finishing the pillowcases. So she needs everyone's finished by tomorrow so she can take them home and finish them. So that's it, and I think it's cute. There's a little bit of variegation, not variegation. The yellow are two different colors, so it looks variegated when it's close. That's it. So it's finished on my part. She will finish it, all of them that she gets, onto that pillowcase. So I'm happy about that's done, and it's going to someone who will enjoy that. The quilt behind me, I want to show that to you, but before I do that, I want to share something else with you. I watch my favorite floss tubes. I have more to share with you. But I want to share with you Taryn Verleye. Her last name is spelled V. That's V as in Victor, Erleye. And her first name is Taryn. T as in Tom, Ary, N as in Nancy. And that's the way I spell. I always spell that way because I worked many jobs where I had to spell that way. Like some people say B as in Bravo. So her name is Taryn Verleye. And on her, not this recent floss tube, but her last floss tube, she is doing mason jars. And I picked that up. I picked it up at Joann Fabrics because I had a 50% off, and this is a dimensions kit, so I couldn't pass it up because I always liked this, and I thought I'm going to buy it. And I bought it several months ago. It might have been even the end of last year. So this is mason jars. Because I just thought it was so cute, and I like the colors. Now, I didn't get far on it. I just put a few stitches. I shouldn't even show you, but I only did a few stitches. So, and I put it away because I was doing other WIPGO pieces. So when Taryn had her floss tube, not this recent one, the last one, she pulled out her mason jars project, and she said, and I wrote it down, when I told her that I had this too, but had not really started it, she commented back to me and said it would only take you a hot minute to bypass me. Might as well do it. So, is that a challenge? I don't know, but I'm going to keep it out and maybe work on it. So she is way farther than what I am. So we'll see. It would probably be a nice summer project because the colors are nice. And with the dimensions kit, you know that, some of you know that it all comes, everything's together. All the colors are. So, and the Ada was included, so we'll see, but maybe she meant that as a challenge, so I'm not sure. We'll see. And that was Taryn Verleye. She is, I listed her as a favorite floss tuber. Last video I mentioned 5, and this video I'm going to mention 5 more. Now, this quilt behind me, I like to get something out that, excuse me, that I've done in the past. I took quilting classes at our local community college, and I hand stitch everything, hand sew everything. So this has seen better days. This was probably done maybe 20 years ago or more. So this is all done, this is all hand pieced. And our teacher was wonderful. And then I did this, the Dresden, I think it's a Dresden plate, I'm not sure of the name. And there's wear and tear on it for sure. And then this piece. So it's not perfect. I did like quilting. I mean, you can see the white thread. And I worked at a church where we had quilters. We had a quilting group every Tuesday, and they used to say to me, "Oh, come on over and quilt," because they would quilt in our fellowship hall. "Come on over and sit down for a little bit and quilt." And so I did one time, and I said to them, I know what you're going to do when I leave. You're going to come over here and you're going to look at my stitches and you're going to pull everything out and make them tiny, tiny, because these stitches that I've done, they're small, but maybe the white stitching there isn't perfect, but I know how tiny the quilters stitch with their thread. So the back is on muslin. That's really washed out. There we go. I like the back. I really like the back. Now this is all coming apart. Like I said, I have had this a long time, and I did hand wash it once, and then all this started to fray. So, but nobody sees that side. So I did want to get that out and show you that I did enjoy. I quilted a few pieces, and I did enjoy that. So I did want to show you all that. So I went over the intuition mishap. I call it a mishap. The Halloween piece, all my WIPGOs. I showed you my WIPs, my haul, which was not a lot, my pillowcase strip that I finished, the quilt, and a few more of favorite Flosstubers. So one Flosstuber that I watch is called Teresa Little Stitcher, and she has a lot of projects and she does beautiful work. I really enjoy watching her floss tubes, and sometimes she has stitch alongs where you can watch her as she stitches and then do your own thing while she's stitching, and she talks while she's doing that. So that's always nice to watch. I do enjoy her. She has beautiful pieces. Most of them are larger projects, but just stunning pieces. And then, like I mentioned, Taryn Verleye, I like watching her. She has lots of stories, and I love hearing her stories. So she is fun to watch. I really enjoy her floss tubes. And then I also watch Crossed by Floss. Her name is Lisa, and right now she's doing Mira Mania. She's on week 5 of Mira Mania. She just posted a floss tube. I haven't seen it yet, but I will be watching that this week. Her name is Lisa. I enjoy watching her floss tubes as well. And then there's Andrea's Cautionary Tales. She usually videos on a Sunday night. Well, she posts it on Sunday nights. Andrea's Cautionary Tales, and I enjoy her. I like listening to her, and she's, I'm going to say, whimsical, because I do like her stories too, and I enjoy watching her as well. And then the 911 Stitcher, her name is Stacey. She has wonderful floss tubes as well. She will show you some freebie patterns that she comes across, and then she will also show you new designs that designers have out. She might show you something from different designers. I'm not going to name any because I don't want to name someone that she has not shown yet, but if you watch her floss tube, she will show pieces that have just come out, so that's always nice to see. And you know, jot it down, and then I think, okay, I'm going to jot it down and keep that in mind when I want a new project, like I don't have enough. So, but anyway, I do enjoy watching the 911 Stitcher, and her name is Stacey. So those are my 5 favorite floss tubes this week, and then I will have more my next floss tube to talk about. So if you don't want to listen to I'm calling it my past, present, future, story, now's the time to log off. And I will have the favorite floss tubes listed in the description box. I will have my email address listed in the description box, and anything you want to talk about, comment. I did want to ask you though before you leave, um, it's like a prayer journal where I write down people's names. It doesn't have to be people. It can, sometimes it's somebody's pet. Um, and I just think about them in the evening and pray for them. I have a few friends right now who are um, having health issues, so um, I add them to my prayer list. And if any of you would like to add your name or someone's name uh, to the prayer list, please. If you don't want to comment below, I don't need a name, just a friend. Like you can always say, my friend is not well. Please pray for him or her. Um, I will do that. So you can either email me or write it in the comment section, and that's what I would like to do. I don't need to know their name, like I said, or I don't need to know the issue. You don't have to go into a long story. That I don't need to know, because it all goes to God, and the prayers are sent that way. Anyway, if you'd like to do that, I will include you, your family, friends, in my prayers in the evening. So I hope I was clear, because that just came to me quickly, and so I hope that I said that the right way. I apologize if I didn't. Now, past, present, future. Thank you for watching my channel. If you're going to say goodbye now, and also if you like my video, you can hit the like button, and if you subscribe, great, because I do have something that I want to offer when I hit 100 subscribers. So if you like my channel, you can hit the like button and subscribe. You don't have to, but I always watch for that, and I try to respond to all comments. I don't know how to get comments to ding. Um, I don't know. Maybe it doesn't ding for me. I don't know, but I always have to go back to my video to see who commented so that I can comment. So if anybody knows a way of hearing when someone comments, let me know so that I can go into the video and turn that part of it on so I know who's commenting. So I'm sorry, I'm getting long-winded, and when a thought comes to me like that about prayer, I'm trying to decipher what to say, and sometimes it doesn't come out right, so I apologize. So anyway, past, present, future. This past week, I went to the shelter. We have a lot of new younger cats coming in. So, and it's funny. I love it because they're so active, and we have a lot of older cats. So they just like get annoyed or look like, you see their face when a kitten runs by or runs past, and they just lift their head like, it's like you can almost hear what they're saying. Like, what really? I want to sleep. So, I do the shelter 3 days a week, and Tuesdays and Thursdays, just to kind of play with them and just straighten up a bit. And then Sunday in the morning, like this morning, is my day to go in and clean. We do a thorough cleaning. That happens on a Wednesday. Everything gets taken apart. Sundays we do more, a little bit less. We don't take so much apart, but we do pretty good at that. And then the remainder of a week, people come in and wash the floors and things like that. So volunteers, I should say. So I did that, and this past week I got my girls, my grandchildren off of the school bus, fed the dogs. The dogs are always happy to see me. I know the older one just walks real slow, and the younger one is just like a bunny, hippity hoppity hippity hop, and um, crazy. She's still a puppy. Um, so that's what I did this past week, Memorial Day. My daughter, who lives here near me, had a picnic, so I went over there, and she likes to grill, so she always has good food. And then we always FaceTime my daughter and her family who live in South Carolina. Whenever we get together like that with family here, we always FaceTime. So that's always fun. I always enjoy doing that. But we had a pretty day. Memorial Day was not real hot like it had been. It was warm, but not real hot. So that was last week. This week, tomorrow, I have my embroidery group, my EGA Embroidery Guild. I am the secretary, and tomorrow our president can't be there, so I'm going to be in charge of the meeting. So I'll probably be a little nervous, but the ladies are good, and I'll try to keep it light and have them laughing. Um, I go for a doctor's appointment in the afternoon. Tomorrow is my echocardiogram. Tuesday is cortisone shots. I have problems with my hip and my sciatica. Um, that's Tuesday. Wednesday, I got my hair done, so I'm happy about Wednesday. Um, Thursday is a DEXA scan. So if any of you have had a DEXA scan, I never had one. Um, I would be curious to hear how that goes. So, you know, I'm older, so we need to do all these things. The cortisone shots, that's from just wear and tear on my body from a job that I had done for 15 years. It was a lot of heavy lifting, so I pay for it now. Thursday, I have a governor. We have a Governor Wolf Historical Society, and we have it's called the Institute of Colonial Arts. We offer make and take handwork. We have the Embroidery Guild is participating, and 3 people signed up for a needlebook on linen. So we have one of our ladies is going to teach, and then myself and another woman will help the 3 who have signed up. So that's on Thursday afternoon. So that'll be fun. It's a historical society who's offering this, and so I'll be doing that. That's going to be fun. I think I'm doing a little bit too much talking, but I apologize. If it's too much, let me know. If I'm on and on and on and on, say something in the comments, because if this is something you're not interested in, I'll that's fine. I don't need to go into details, but I noticed that when I watch Flosstubers, I like hearing about what they did last weekend and what plans they have coming up. So, but if you don't like that, that's fine. I can tone it down or not do it at all. It doesn't matter. I just I enjoy this, and I think that's it. I can't think of anything else. So again, comment. I love to read your comments, and let me know how you're doing and the things you like. And that's it. So before I say too many ums, I'm gonna end this floss tube. And oh, I'm looking at my roses. They're sad. I got them a couple days ago, and they were coming apart when I brought them home. So the petals were falling off, and I need to get new flowers. So maybe I'll do that tomorrow, because I like to have fresh flowers in here. But the roses do smell pretty. But I have water. I trim the bottoms, the stems. I trim, and they're just not doing very well. So, okay, until next time, thank you for watching, and I hope that you enjoyed this video. I certainly do enjoy going through my projects and showing them, sharing them with you. So again, until next time, thank you for watching, and everyone have a good week. Thank you.